Hi, I'm Coach Kelly, coming to you from a very wet car park here in Northampton, having a coffee. Obviously other brands are available. Now you might have picked up there's a theme here to when I do posts, and quite often it revolves around coffee and me sitting in a car park, and that's partly because actually when I'm doing a video, there's no distractions if I'm sitting in my car. If I'm at home, and I do videos from home, I do Facebook Lives and things from home. I've got my dogs who can join in, and there's other distractions that make it difficult to really concentrate and focus, even just for a short period of time, because there's always other things you want to be doing. So for me, I found doing videos when I'm between journeys is actually quite a good way of keeping busy and keeping doing the videos and putting out the quality and the quantity of information that I want to put out in a way that is no hassle whatsoever for me. Now, obviously, you can tell the weather's changed. I'm back in my fleecy top. Last week, or just over a week ago, I was in my shorts and t-shirts thinking, yes, spring is here. Summer's not far off, and isn't it lovely and warm? And now it's, back into the thermals because it's freezing. It's very wet and very windy and just not very nice at all. But anyway, the whole purpose of this training video is just to illustrate a point that's happened to me this week, actually. And it's something that you have to get used to. It's not something that is particularly pleasant, but it's something that if you're wanting to use the internet to grow your business and you're in network marketing, there's two areas really that I've discovered you need to get used to, because otherwise it's going to be a very difficult journey for you. The first thing is that you can't help people who aren't prepared to take part in their own rescue. Now, my network marketing business is a health and wellness business, and I've got people. I've got people that I know their particular issues could be helped with the products that we have. And you know what? I've mentioned it to them. I've sent them testimonials, and they're really not interested. And that's actually quite a difficult thing to get your head around, which I'm sure I'm not the only person with that. That you've got something that will help, but people aren't prepared to do anything that hasn't come straight from their doctor, and that can be really difficult. And you've just got to let them. Everybody's a grown up. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. So you've just got to let them get on with it, really. And if as and when they're ready, they'll come to you. You've just got to be there for them. Or not. Sometimes they won't change their mind, and that's it. There's nothing you can do. So that's the first thing that's actually I found really difficult being a professional network marketer is, I know that what I do would help everybody, but not everybody is interested. And as I say, there's that quote, and I saw that a long time ago, and it's really very true. You can't help people who aren't prepared to take part in their own rescue, and so you've got to get your head around that. The second thing is, and this is what's happened to me this week actually, is I've had some. I was trying to have a conversation with somebody online, and it was every time they were saying something, it was getting quite personal. Actually, it was saying, it's not my fault, I'm ill-informed, and the internet isn't good for business, and it's just because I'm wanting to get rich quick, and they were being really very negative and at times really very personal, and they were making all of these generalised statements, but actually they weren't backing them up with evidence. Now, I'm a firm believer in, yes, everybody can have their own opinions, but you've got to base your opinion on fact, and then you've got to be prepared to share that fact if you want to have a dialogue with somebody. It turns out this person didn't actually want a dialogue, and their other half had been incredibly successful, was a top earner in their business, and didn't use the internet at all. And she wasn't going to talk to me again, and I thought, right, that's fine. And then she started so I said, well, thank you very much. And then she started talking to me again. So I said, well, I thought you weren't going to talk to me anymore. And then she's trying to wrap it up as, well, I'm just telling you as it is, and I'm just trying to be helpful. And again, getting quite personal. So, at the end of the day, I just thought, well, I'm just going to stop because this person is very entrenched in how they think they should do business. Bizarrely, they're on LinkedIn, they're on Facebook, they're doing all of this stuff, but she doesn't see that as being part of social media, which I really couldn't get my head round, and the internet is killing business. Anyway, take that as you will. So I thought, well, I'm just going to stop, because comes a point where you have to go, this person, there's nothing you're going to be able to say that is going to make them change their mind. You're not going to be able to help, because at the end of the day, I'm wanting to help as many people as I can. And having said there's no distractions, there's a police car just going by. So I've really timed it well here today. But yeah, so I'm all about helping, and if I find something that helps, I will share it. But no, apparently that's not what you do. Cold calling is the way ahead, and etc., etc. So she's very much entrenched in the old school way of doing things, and does not see. And I've got no problems with that. I've done, and I do cold calling, and of people that I've pre-qualified, who I've researched and things. You do all of that stuff. I attend networking meetings. I do all of the stuff she says is the only way to do business. But I see using the internet as an extension of my business toolkit, and actually, it's bringing in business, so it does what it says on the tin. But she couldn't see that, and rather than getting to a slanging match, and as I say, she was getting quite personal, so I just thought, right, I will stop. So the second point that you really need to learn, and it is very difficult, is you've got to develop a thick skin, because you will get people out there who will say things to you online that they would never dream of saying to you to your face. That's something that I have struggled with, is that people will be frankly rude, and will say things to you that they would never dream, as I say, of saying to your face. So the two tips for today are, first thing is, you've got to get used to the fact, especially if you're in the health and wellness network marketing business, that you cannot help those who are not prepared to take part in their own rescue. So that's the first thing, and you've just got to get used to that, and just go, it hurts, because you know that what you do will help, but you've just got to get used to it. The second thing is, you've got to develop a thick skin, because people will be rude to you, online, and they wouldn't be if they met you face to face. But you're not going to be able to have a sensible discussion with people, because frankly they've got their own opinions, and they're not prepared to listen to anything, or they'll pick up on a snippet of what you've said, but they've not actually read the whole thing, or if they've read it, they've not understood what you've said. So you've just got to get used to that, and then move on, because that's one person, and there's many people out there that you can help. So just remember to keep posting lots of regular, lots of useful content for your contacts on your social media sites, and to be there to help them, and to point them in the right direction to information that they're looking for, and just ignore those that are frankly rude. Okay, so I'm Coach Kelly, coming to you from a very soggy car park here in Northampton, finishing off a coffee, and I'll see you on the next training video. Have a great day. Bye bye.